The government has announced plans to digitize data in the education sector in the next 2 months in a bid to solve some of the issues such as fraud and exploitation of parents that have been ailing the sector for a while. President William Ruto has also announced plans to change the working terms of junior school teachers from internship to contractual basis with the aim of absorbing them into permanent and pensionable terms after working for 2 years. We begin tonight with NTV's Ruth Sarmoei Chesenge.
It is during the second National Education Conference held in Naivasha, Nakuru County, where stakeholders convened to take stock of the competency-based education. Among the main points that continue to plague the system include what, in many words, has been declared to be corruption.
There are people scrupulous out there who have introduced budgetary items into the budget of schools that are non-essential. For example, the latest case that we are handling, where school fees was raised from the 53,000 that is allowed to 120,000. They found several budget lines in the budget that are non-essential, that are not core to what a school should be doing. For instance, 26 million for going to Dubai, 13 million for speeches during prize giving, 1.3 million for spiritual nourishment.
We got to know that there were 87,000 or thereabout ghost students in our secondary schools. Students we were paying capitation for. We had 800,000 pupils in primary school. Government paying close to $1.2 billion every year for learners that did not exist. We had schools registered, close to 200 schools that did not exist.
We have guidelines for registration.
And while investigations of the ongoing cases are underway, with school heads and county education officials involved expected to face the law, the head of state explained the plan to seal such loopholes.
In the next 2 months, we're going to be working with the Consa Technopolis to make sure that we digitize all the education details of every learner, school, teachers, bursaries, and everything else, so that we can make sure that through technology, we can easily check on whether we have the right number of students, the right number of teachers, where we have gaps, and what we need to do.
The government boasted on the strides it has made with implementing the new model, such as employing over 100,000 teachers, constructing additional classes, and implementing the new university funding model.
What is the status?
Even so, President William Ruto partially addressed the sore issue of 44,000 junior school intern teachers, demanding to be employed on a permanent and pensionable arrangement following a court order that termed their working terms illegal.
Teachers should not be referred to as interns because they are trained and qualified. We should refer to them as teachers on contract, and a contract should go for a specific period of time.
Let us employ teachers on contract. I think we are going to correct it. We will not. We have no problem saying we thought interns was a good word, but if Nat and the teachers union want us to say contract, we will call it contract. We employ teachers on contract for 2 years with a commitment, firm commitment, that after the 2 years contract, they will transition to permanent and pensionable.
Both the government and the Kenya National Union of Teachers have dismissed calls for autonomy among junior school teachers, stating that the report from the Presidential Party on Education Reforms preferred the tutors to be domiciled in the primary schools. The president has called on this forum to consider the possibility of having a common pool of funds to disburse scholarships and avoid duplication, as well as interrogate the measures that will have procurement of uniforms affordable. Ruth Sarmweche Senge, NTV in Naivasha.